Hi everybody, good afternoon. I'm doing this room, which day this one? Day 11 of TryHackMe Advent of Cyber 2025. This one about XSS Merry Christmas. Yes, there was a difficult with strange room with Sentinel Cloud and everything not working. Today is very easy and straightforward room. So learn about types of XSS vulnerabilities and how to prevent them. This is just a straight easy room. So after last year automation and tech modernization, Sunday Workshop got a new makeover. McSkidy has a secure message portal where you can contact her directly with any question or concern. However, lately the logs have been lighting up with unusual activity ranging from old messages or suspicious search items. So basically they give us a story, learning objective instant XSS work and how the attack work, and of course you install a machine. The IP of the machine is this one, so I can go to my attack box. No, this one is TryHackMe. Where is my room? This is the, I'm confused now, where is it? So I can open another tab here. So basically we have this one, so that's the Santa portal. So we can see, just before we jump in, let's do some introduction first of all. So basically equipment check. So we have this portal. So and then let's review some key material guiding protection attack for the website. Whenever you have a website like that, you start looking at it. So usually I always tell people, dear, start doing a habit. Whenever you do something, just start a network so you know you can see what's going in your network. So one thing, it's good to learn the habit to look for network tab. For example, here is about all of WOF. So this is fonts. It's all favicon fonts, so we're not interested in nothing special in the network tab. So if it was, for example, storage, you can look always this network. We are not logging, so we're not. You can check a debugger in case to see if anything. Just give a source code for the file. So because you always come back to your network, leave it open and then look, for example, what you have nothing special. Then we have something search bar. Search is always good to look at it. For example, I can just say, I don't know, say Santa, for example, and search and search. Of course, it's a welcome to Sonic shop. This result search. Santa doesn't give us anything, but nothing special. We have a log here, so let's see the log, what it say. View recent system activity, so we can check. For example, I tell us page access search Santa, so there is a log. We have the log that usage at Mozilla. But the key part is this one. You can see when you see something like that, it's like a key here. You think about what happened. Is it can we do something about it? So here is an example of TryHackMe. They tell you use this. If your friends send you something like that, let's first of all, when you see something and you get confused, understand what is this, so you don't get confused about it. So if you do this, let's say if you put this there, and you don't need to make it complex like that, but I want to show you something. Now it gives us all the flags. TryHackMe Evil Bunny. The website crashed, and he give us both Evil Bunny, and he give us also the other one. That's very strange. What exactly you guys did? You see what notes? The flag is us in the back end. Let's view the page source. TryHackMe is playing with us. You saw in Breathley, we saw both flags. Where is is something here hidden? Control F, TryHackMe. Yeah, the flags are both here. Okay, that's why we need the flag. When it frees the pop-up, show you the source code. That's the flags. It's supposed to be hidden, but now before we do that, remember what we saved there, so you don't get confused. What exactly we had there, so you can do it's a base 64. You can do cyber chef. Um, huh? What's wrong with TryHackMe? You give us the flag straight in. Okay, and this one is reflected because whatever you put there, it reflect because we can come here. Um, you can just do. You don't need to do base 64. You can just do this. You can just do alert high, a simple test alert high script, and you can see something is freezing there. And it's high, and then you get the freezing give you the both flags, and this one give you the first flag, the evil bunny. That's very funny a little bit the way this room was done. So, and then he said what attack require payload to be persistent backend. We're talking about the store, because it gets saved somewhere. Usually, for example, you want to steal cookie or something. Stored access attack occur when a malicious script is saved in the server, then loaded in every time. Normal comment submission, for example, here. This is like if you have a server. The comment. Let's go to the comment section. We don't need to do. Let's do it here. Open your network, clean it. We can say, for example, your message, hi Santa, where is my gift, for example. If you send, it will show here, so you can just come back here. That's our search alert. Where's the post request? This is the wait. Where is posting the alert? How this nonsense? This room is strange to me. Let me go back to the front page. Hi Santa, where is hold on, where is my gift? Oh, we did send that one. It doesn't go to the network. I never get it. It sent it here in post. So it's an action command and then comment, and then he send it there. So it's not a TryHackMe post ID 3. This is a different story. So malicious command is basically sending that. So basically you can just say, for example, you can just say you can use burp, or you can just use this, and you can change what you want to send there. For example, I want to send script alert, for example, got you, oops, got you Santa. It should, if we refresh the page now, we should see it if things go work. Got you Santa, you can see we send it, and you can see also our next flag there. Did we got our flag or not? Oh, we got the flag. Just wait, because you can work with your browser, not always is in Zimbab. You can play around the browser, don't want to waste too much time, because guys, if you are beginner, for example, here this is straightforward. So which type of XSS attack required payload? This one is stored because we saved them, like we did now. We send it and it was saved. And of course now exploiting the reflected access. To exploit reflected access, we can use test payload to check. As I said, you can use this is the simple one, script alert something text script. We did this one and we repacked it, so basically we have that. So we can just put this one down, and you can see the log it show you there. So basically your flags are already in this in the source ROM. You can use this one base 64 if you want. This one give us option because you can use for example EMG on launch. You can use for example this one also can work alert one. For example, I can send this one. I can come for example here. I can go close that. Not use testing there. Where's the message? So I'm sending an image now. We gotcha, that's the first one. Where's the image? Let's close this one. This is the image. Let's refresh the page. The first one. The image didn't work for some reason. In any case, so this is how you can get a payload. If you want to practice more, this is a good room farewell. I advise if you want to learn more XSS for cookies, this one is good room. Then you can, if you want to add advanced stuff in with AI and XSS, do juicy room. And then we have introduction to site script and have a video for it. You can check it. So basically this one is an easy room, guys. You can play around it so you can learn some XSS. It's very important if you're doing bug bounty or something like that. Yeah, this is a quick video. Thank you very much, guys, and have a good day.